Welcome to CADman Tutorials. Today let us see how to create this drawing in AutoCAD in a step-by-step method. So let's get started. So first, let us create this vertical center line. So go for L command, say enter, specify the first point and the second point. Now let us create this horizontal center line. So go for line command L and click on the first point and click on the second point. Now let us create this radius 52 and 66 from the intersection point of these two lines. So go for a C command from the intersection point of this. Go for radius 52 and again go for a circle from the same center. Go to radius 66 and now let us offset the same center line to a distance of 86, which is the end line of the component. So 86, let's offset, go for O, say 86, click on the center line and offset to 86. Now let's offset this top portion of the line to 20 in order to get the center which is having a center with the radius 66. So say offset 20. Now we'll try to offset this center line to a distance of 25 on both sides in order to get this length 50. So offset to 25 on the left side and on the right side. So I'll try to remove the unwanted lines and remove these lines and try to remove these extra lines. Now let us create, so now we have got the intersection point of this circle and the line, center line. So let's create dia 15 taking the intersection point of these two. So say C, enter, from the intersection point of this, go and create dia 15. Now let's create this radius 10 and we'll give the fillet here, here and here and here. On the 4 places we'll give radius 10 as the fillet. Say fillet radius 10. So I'll try to remove this and this. So let's change this to center line. Now let's offset the center line to a distance of 110 in order to get this center line. So offset to 110. So I'll try to stretch little below. And now let's offset this center line to a distance of 45 in order to get the center of this circle dia 24, radius 22 and radius 36. Offset to 45. So I'll try to break this off, this line. I don't need that much. So I'll go for creating from the intersection point of these two. Let's create dia 24 first. Say circle, enter, dia 24, and again go to circle command. From the same center, say radius 22, and again go for a circle command. From the same center, go radius 36. So just try to lengthen its line because it has to share the center with all the circles, right? So I'll just try to make it bigger. Now let us create this profile from here to here. So from the outer circle of this to the outer circle of radius 36 by giving radius 148. So for that, go for a circle, say tan radius, come to the outermost part of the circle and click on the tangent of the smaller circle and give 148 radius. So let's try to remove the extra profile. Now let's give the fillet radius 48 between this circle and this circle, radius 36. So go for a fillet command, say radius and say 45. Now we got the required profile. I'll try to trim off this and this circle. So now let's try to create this 30 line by giving offset of this line to 30. Say offset to 30. And because the radius is given as R10, so let's try to offset from this end point to 10 so that we get the intersection point. From there we'll draw a circle and then we'll draw a straight line from that, taking tangent and creating a perpendicular line. So I try to offset, first I'll try to offset to 10 and try to create a circle of radius 10. And let's try to trim out this part and delete this part. And even here, let's try to delete off this line and try to create a perpendicular line and try to remove the extra lines. Now we got that profile. Try to even break off this line from here to here. Now in order to get this profile, so this complete profile, so this profile, even this profile, so let's try to offset the outer profile to a distance of 14. Come and select here and say offset to 14. Let's try to trim off the extra lines so that I get the required profile. Now this is fine. So try to break off this line from here to here for avoiding confusion. Now let's give the fillet R10 here, R10 and R10. Say fillet radius 10. Try to trim off the extra portion. So even here, even in order to get this profile, even here the distance is given as 14. So let's offset to 14 even here. So now let's try to remove the extra portion which I don't require. Okay, so now we are done with the outer profile. So let's create the inner profile. In order to create this inner profile, see, there is a distance of 33 from the center to here, and from this point the radius 70 is drawn. 33 from the vertical center line and 23 from the horizontal center line. So first let's create this offset to 33 offset. Let's try to break off these lines in order to make ourselves clear, and try to offset this line to a distance of 23. So offset to 23. So this is my required center for the radius 70. So let's create a circle with radius 70, and I try to trim off till here, so that I have entered the required profile. So next, let's try to offset distance from here to here is 80, and here to here is 35. Here we are seeing another center here. From there again radius 70 is drawn in order to get this profile. So offset to 35 and offset to 80. I'll try to break off these lines. So that is the center for my radius 70. So again I go for circle C, enter. From this intersection point, say radius 70. Again I got a profile, and I try to delete off the extra things which I don't require. Now let us create this R20 between these two circles. That means radius 20 between these two circles by giving tan radius. So circle, and even here we'll go for circle, tan radius, this and radius 20. Okay. Now let's select this all the center lines. So in order to make my center lines clear, I'll just make all the sides equal by giving a circle. I'll copy the same circle here and try to trim off. I'll try to offset to 3. So now everything is looking good. Okay, we are done with the drawing, and let's try to change these center lines to go to the line properties and change it to center lines. And even here we select all these small center lines and give center lines. So now we are done with the drawing. Let's see with the dimensions. So from the end point to this center line, from here to here it is 86. So if you check the precision, it is 86, and again from here to here it is 110. I'll try to increase the size of the arrows on the text. Go to modify arrows, say let's 5, and even will change it to 5. Okay, set current, modify. Now let's try to, from this center to this line it should be 30, and from this line to this center it is 20, and from this to this it is 50, and from here to this point it is 23. From this center line to this it is 33. From this point to this point it is 35, and from this point to this point it is 80. So everything is fine. And one more dimension from here to here it is 45. So let's check the precision of this. Okay. Now let's give the align dimensions from here to this 14. Is 14, and now let's give the radius dimension. This is R10, this is R10, this is R66, this is R52, this is R20, this is R70, this is R10, this is R10, and this is also R10. This is radius 22, this is radius 36, this is radius 48, and let's give the diameter. This inner one is diameter 24. And this is diameter 15. So we are done with the drawing, and let's, if you check all the precisions, it will be exactly 0, 0 for all the values. So if you got any doubt on the drawing, you can comment me on the channel, or you can mail me at catman16414@gmail.com. Thank you.